Okay, so I'm going to get started. Welcome, everyone. 15 minutes of positivity every day, Monday through Friday, just for a few minutes a day. We're going to, as a group, we try to step outside of our usual hectic busyness and hit the pause button and make sure that we're activating those basic neural networks that allow us to feel good. So that's sort of the fundamental process behind what we call self-directed neuroplasticity. So we got some other folks joining, so I'm letting them in. And so today we're going to focus on creativity and open-heartedness. If you think about creativity as a skill, it's oftentimes something that we don't intentionally activate. I know maybe you play an instrument or do other forms of writing, but the idea is to activate that part of our brain that allows us to step outside of our usual myopic conditioned thinking. And the cool thing is this is something that we can intentionally do, and with ongoing deliberate practice, our brain gets better and better at that. And so this is a technique here that we're going to use called stream of consciousness journaling. This has been studied a lot. And there's some rules to this process in order to make it work. So unlike other forms of journaling, where we're writing a letter, where we're trying to communicate something to someone else or maybe capture something else for ourselves, stream of consciousness journaling is intended to just be for your eyes only. So unless you choose to share this with someone, the intention here is to really make this a safe, private space for you to just let it rip. Whatever comes out, comes out. And one of the ways of doing this is to make sure that you keep the pen moving. So if you get to a point where you're writing and you literally don't know what to write, you can just write, I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write. And eventually the next thought will pop into your mind, and then just capture that. And the key here is to not censor. And one way you can do that is don't worry about grammar. You can write bullet points. You can just write. Again, this is for your eyes only. And the goal here is to see what actually comes out of your mind and gets translated to paper when you just let yourself go and don't worry about the usual conventions of journaling or writing or something like that. So, okay, so here we go. I'm going to show 3 prompts, and I'm going to do this with you, and I'm just going to set the timer for about 3 minutes each, and I'll give you some heads up about timing as we do this. So the first prompt is, some things people appreciate about me are. So I suggest just writing this prompt down. Some things people appreciate about me are, and then just start writing, and I'll keep track of time. We got about 45 seconds left. Just keep the pen moving. And start wrapping up this last bit that you're writing, because we're going to shift in about 10 seconds. Okay, and before we shift to the next prompt, maybe you want to shake out your hand. This is usually, I know most of us don't really write this much. So, and here we go. Here's the next prompt. I would like to be more patient with, again, write that down. I would like to be more patient with, and then just see what comes out. We got about another minute. All right, another 10 seconds. Just wrap up what you're writing. We got one more. And maybe shake out your hand, just ground yourself instead of letting go of this prompt. Now we're moving into the next one, which is my big win for today is, again, write that down, and we got 3 minutes. We're doing about another 45 seconds. All right, wrapping up what you're writing. And then we have about 90 seconds left or so. So what I recommend is that you go back and just take a moment right now to read through what you wrote and just allow yourself to be open to whatever is on the page. All right, I'm just looking at the time. I want to make sure we finish on time. So this concept of the stream of consciousness idea and using journaling as a way to accessing certain parts of ourselves that may otherwise be censored or hidden. It's a pretty old one. This is William James as far back as the late 1800s, and there's been a really interesting amount of research that uh, was done at the University of Austin around how this kind of journaling supports mental health, especially depression and anxiety. So um, I hope this was a useful exercise, and I'm going to stick around for another few minutes. If anyone has questions or wants to connect, I'll stop the recording and we can hang out. Otherwise, I'll be back here, same time, same place tomorrow, and we'll be doing something different. So looking forward to seeing y'all then.